Welcome to the Social Media Law Podcast. I'm Ian Corzine, your social media lawyer. I teach you how not to break social media's rules. Today, for all you online entrepreneurs, we have a really good show. Our guest is Kelly Noble Mirabella of the Baby Got Bot YouTube channel. She's going to teach us how to boost our online businesses using chat marketing. I believe that if you follow what Kelly says today, you are not only going to boost your business, but also be a better online entrepreneur. Kelly, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing so good. I'm excited to be here with you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Kelly. Well, you are the YouTube expert when it comes to chat marketing, and I want to talk about that today. Your coaching has actually turned online entrepreneurs that are doing okay into overnight successes. And so what I want to ask you is, what the heck is chat marketing?
Chat marketing is quite a large aspect of things. Chat marketing can include email, it can include SMS text messaging, and then it can include my specialty, which is messenger marketing, more commonly known as chatbots. It could also, by the way, it could also include things like your Alexas and Google Voices and Siris and all those chatbots that are audio, but I specialize in messenger marketing, which is on the Facebook platform. We utilize Messenger with the help of a tool called Manychat to build chatbot experiences.
Now, I looked into Manychat because that's a frequently used, I guess it's an online app, right?
Yeah, it's a tool, a platform tool that allows you to build messenger bots and utilize several other types of chat marketing on one platform without having to know any coding, which is super nice for someone like me because I don't code.
Neither do I. And I don't want to learn. I don't have time.
No, I have no time for that. I've got kids.
And so I guess Manychat integrates with your Windows Messenger. Is that right?
Yeah, it does integrate with Facebook Messenger. It also integrates, they have their own SMS text platform, and they also have their own native email systems platform if you wanted to use those tools as well.
So for the kind of the beginner here, could you describe for us how like a beginning online entrepreneur could utilize chat marketing to kind of sell a product or a service?
Sure. There's actually quite a few scenarios for messenger marketing. I would say that Facebook Messenger, their team, their goal is really about connecting people, the end user, to the solutions they need as quickly as possible. And a chatbot can help facilitate that, especially for small businesses who can't necessarily answer a whole bunch of questions that are coming in right away. A chatbot can help with that. So let's say you have a t-shirt shop on Shopify and you have someone that comes and asks about, what products do you have? Or can I find this in a medium? The chatbot could actually dynamically bring in your Shopify products based off certain categories, and it could show that to people. It could also send them tracking information and confirmation of their product being received and that sort of thing once they've already purchased the product. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do on the e-commerce side. There's also a lot of things that coaches and consultants can use it for. Something I specialize in, which I'll be speaking at VidSummit about, is utilizing a chatbot for live broadcasting, specifically Facebook Live, to help drive more engagement, more viewers, more distribution overall. So it's kind of like cracking the code of the Facebook algorithm in a sense, all organically.
I really want to get into that a little bit more. But before I go there, I want to distinguish between a typical text message and then a messenger message. What's so good about the messenger side using the Facebook Messenger is that you can integrate so many different apps into that, as opposed to just doing text marketing, which is just kind of direct and there aren't a lot of options, right?
Yeah, you have so many options. You could utilize Calendly and Acuity to book, appointments. You can, like I said, Shopify, you can use it with Amazon. There's apps for that. If you have a loyalty program for your retail store or restaurant, there's a way to integrate that and have like scan codes. If you are a restaurant and you want to go completely touchless, you can use a messenger bot to help you with that very easily. And it can integrate with a lot of different systems. If you're a coach or a consultant and you want to use it to generate leads, it can also integrate with your CRM and your customer service management products that maybe you have a team that wants to oversee that stuff. So there's just a lot of ways that we can integrate Messenger with so many different pieces and parts. I mean, it's like a choose your own adventure product, for those of you who are as old as me.
Me too.
Yeah, you get people into the choose your own adventure book and then they start picking their direction, but the bot has these different flows that go in different directions.
Are you starting to see people start using Messenger more so than their normal texting? Is that
absolutely.
Okay.
Actually, there are more currently right now, 2020 this year, there are more messaging app users than there are social media users. And that trend is only going to continue to rise above social media users. And even Mark Zuckerberg has said in his last 2 keynotes at like F8 that Messenger is that arena that they want to spend a lot of their time and efforts on, because more and more people are moving to these town squares, as Facebook called it, these kind of more private communities. And a lot of people initially interpreted that, as Facebook groups, which Facebook has put a lot of emphasis on. But even to the next level, I think that a lot of that emphasis is really about these small communities, which is why you're seeing Messenger now being streamlined to work across Facebook and Instagram. And I also believe that in the coming year, we're going to see WhatsApp to be integrated as well.
You know, as you're talking, and it sounds kind of funny to say, I'm getting goosebumps. And the reason why is because all these things you're talking about are what I've been talking about on my channel, as far as getting, Facebook and all the other social media platforms are getting more group-based.
Yes.
And this kind of Messenger, and just as one example, because you can move on to WeChat, you can talk about all different ones. And certainly you can talk about how China is already there, right? I mean, they've already moved.
That is huge.
We're trying to catch up, right?
Yeah. And I do believe that is Mark Zuckerberg's goal with Messenger and WhatsApp and all these apps that it integrates with, is to see something like WeChat, which for those of you who aren't super familiar, WeChat is like everything in China. Like literally everything runs through this platform. I think the big difference is that you'll see more, and you'll get this because you're, all about the legalities of this. You're going to see more focus on compliance and rules in the Facebook platform, because WeChat does have a really serious spam problem. And I know that Mark and his team want to stay as far away from that, because if you really think about it from the user experience, the spammier the product, the less likely people are going to utilize that platform. And that hurts everybody. That hurts Facebook, that hurts the end user, that hurts the businesses trying to utilize it. So they're really trying to, do a lot of what WeChat's doing, but also learn from the mistakes that WeChat has had.
Wow. That's great. Great talk. I love it. You're going to give us some tips on how to boost your business using chat marketing. But first, I really want to talk about this big event that you're speaking at. It's a huge event. What is it? Tell us about it.
VidSummit. Yes, it's this week. I can't believe it's like time flies when you're having fun. Pretty pumped to be speaking at VidSummit this year. It's actually been a goal of mine for a while. And I'll be speaking on how to 10x your Facebook Live distribution using chatbots. So I hope that you'll join me for that. That is one of my specialties. I love it. And I'm excited to attend myself and see, because I'm a total video nerd. I have my own YouTube channel. And so, obviously, and I have my own live show. Like if you do video, you have to be at VidSummit, like regardless of what platform you're using. So I'm excited personally.
It's a great honor, and you deserve it, because your videos are amazing. I've watched them on YouTube and your lives. You have such a great personality. Your speech, I think, is actually going to be on Friday, November 6th at 1:30 p.m. Is that right?
Sure. I don't even know, honestly. I don't even know. I've gotten so many emails from just different sources. I'm in everything right now. This is kind of my busy season. So I just finished a challenge. I just finished Conversations Conference with Manychat, and I just went straight into VidSummit. So I don't know when I'm live, but if you guys attend the whole thing, you'll see me, right?
Well, Kelly, I checked, and you are going to be live on Friday, November 6th at 1:30 p.m. And for all you video creators out there that are watching on YouTube or listening at home, the VidSummit can be signed up at vidsummit.com. What's so great about this opportunity is if you do sign up, you pay a fee, and you can attend between November 6th and November 7th this coming week. Also, you get the ticket to the live show, which is going to be in spring of next year. So you get kind of 2 summits for the price of 1. It's great.
That's a steal.
Yes, exactly right.
There. Get on that.
Yeah, exactly. So now that we've talked about your big speech coming up, I hope everybody gets on to VidSummit and watches that speech. But we got to switch gears and go back to some of the things that people right now can do to boost their business using chat marketing. Do you have any tips for us?
Yeah, I think that the first thing is to understand what your goals are. Don't just jump on any platform, just like, oh, let's just do this because it sounds good. Like really have a clear vision of what you want this to do. If you want it to replace something else, something that I tell my clients and my students is to look at what you're already doing. For instance, if you're a coach or a consultant and your goal is to get people to sign up for a webinar or to sign up for an appointment, then that should be the main goal. So then we want to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible with as little fluff as possible. And I think one of the mistakes I see bot builders make, and I've made it myself, is that I see this a lot in real estate too, and also in lead qualification, is like we want to ask all these questions.
Yeah.
But our goal, that's like our secondary goal. All that data that we're getting, that's our secondary goal. Our main goal is to get the appointment, right?
Right.
So don't waste a lot of time getting from A to B. Our main goal is that appointment or to sign up for that webinar. Do that first and then follow up with, by the way, it would help us to serve you better if we could ask you a couple of quick questions. And then you can get that extra data and qualify people. And then at the end, if you're like, ooh, maybe this isn't the best person to have booked, then you can always say, listen, it looks like you might not be a good fit for a call. How about instead we have you go and check out this content, or we do a discovery call for this instead. So that would be my number one advice that I don't think a lot of people talk about is think about what your goals are and then be with that clear vision of what's my number one goal, get there as fast as possible.
Let's move on to lives. I do lives. And, when you do lives, I'm sure you're familiar with this, Kelly, you're just trying to get all that engagement. You're trying to get, I always find that the most successful lives, you have to give notice of, unless you're just some big fancy YouTuber and you could just go click live on Instagram and then you have 100,000 people watching.
That'd be nice.
Most of us have to give notice. So do the bots help with that part?
Absolutely. In fact, that's exactly what I'll be talking about in my talk, but I'll give you a little teaser. When it comes to, let's talk about the Facebook algorithm specifically, although some of this stuff can apply to YouTube. But for the Facebook algorithm, we want to tap into a couple things. We want to send a signal to Facebook saying that our content is worthy of our audience's attention. Because as of right now, most of you who have a Facebook page, you know that we're only getting 3 to 5% reach normally. And if you're really lucky, you might be in the 14 or to the 10 to 20% range. But that doesn't mean everyone on your page who likes your page and follows your page is going to get this stuff. So we want to send out signals. And these signals for Facebook Live would include people who actually show up right away. We want those right away viewers that stick, not just like pop in really, what are they talking about? Oh, never mind. We want the people who are coming with purpose and sticking around. That's a really strong signal. The other signal would be likes, comments, reactions. Those sort of signals are letting Facebook know that people are engaging and that you're building a conversation around your content. So between reactions and comments are going to be the stronger signal because we're creating that conversation. And then another signal is shares. This is a very strong signal.
Shares,
two reasons. Because, it's a big deal for people to share someone's content on their own page or from their own profile. That's huge. That's a big signal to Facebook. This is good content. But also it opens your content up to an audience that you were not open to before. So if we can crack the code of those things, then that's certainly going to help you have a larger distribution. In other words, more people are going to show up. They're going to see it. You're going to be in the feed. Your, 2 to 3% or 2 to 5% reach is going to grow exponentially because you're showing Facebook these signals. Well, a chatbot can do that because number one, you can do, event registrations, which would work for both YouTube or for Facebook, really anywhere you're going live. You would pre-register people and then send them a notification when you are live. Hey, we're live now. Click here to join. They go to that destination and bam, there's your first signal, right? People are there right away. And then there's a whole bunch of other things we talk about in my talk on Friday, which you'll have to sign up for VidSummit if you want the class.
I just can't wait.
Yeah, but those signals are important. And they're important on YouTube as well. So if we can encourage those signals early on and to be strengthened throughout with a chatbot, then that's pure gold right there.
Oh, Kelly, I just cannot wait for your speech. It's going to be on November 6th at VidSummit.com. Sign up. I think this is going to be so advantageous for basically all creators out there because we have a commercial aspect to our businesses. And additionally, we have an aspect of building up engagement. And I think the tools you're describing will definitely do that. Additionally, I really want to hear about when you're actually live, how the bots can help you out. Don't say it. I know it's probably in your speech. And so I'll be listening to it on November 6th. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today. I just love talking with you. It's like I said, I got goosebumps today. You know what I mean?
Get excited.
Yeah. And if other people out there who are listening want to get goosebumps, how can they interact with you online?
I am everywhere at Stellar 24/7. You can see it right there at Stellar 24/7 everywhere.
Awesome.
Everywhere.
So that's Twitter, that's Instagram.
YouTube. I'm even on TikTok, baby, right there. Stellar 24/7. I'm everywhere.
Do you have any viral dances yet, or?
I've had a couple that I just started on TikTok a month ago, and people all of a sudden are like, "Wow, you're like an expert." I'm like, I have 50 people that follow me. I don't think I'm an expert at all. I just have a lot of fun. But I've had a couple that have hit over 1,000. So to me, not even I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. I just get on there and I post things, but it's a lot of fun. I have fun. Awesome. That's the important thing.
That's what's great about you, and also your channel and all the different mediums that you can experience. You're just so positive and really want to help people, and that's what I love it. Again, I want to say, everybody sign up for VidSummit so you can see more of Kelly. She has a lot to help you with chat marketing and boosting your business. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Ian. And I can't wait to see your talk as well.
It's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be cool.
Awesome.
All right, see ya. That was an awesome podcast with Kelly Noble Mirabella of Baby Got Bot YouTube channel. Off air, she had some great things to say about what she's going to talk about at VidSummit. She revealed some tips about how to get more engagement for your lives using these bots, whether it be any social media platform, be Facebook, it be YouTube or Instagram. So I'd love for you guys to join us at VidSummit and hear what Kelly has to say so that you have more and more people watching your lives. Thank you. I'm out.